Hello and welcome to this short video where I want to compare the Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations financial period closing workspace with something self-created. So first, what are the problems of this out-of-the-box period close workspace? Well, the first one might be licensing costs. Why is that? Well, I listed you some things here. So everybody that needs to work with the period close workspace requires an enterprise license, which is an expensive license. You can use a custom role. I asked one of the MVPs and he confirmed that a custom role might overcome this, but it has a lot of restrictions, and according to the licensing guide from July 2024, basically all finance users need an enterprise license. So there's only two exceptions. I highlighted you them here in the screenshot from the licensing guide, and this is basically like something like a budget contributor and an AP positive payment clerk. They go along with the team member license, but everybody else needs either an activity or a full finance license. So what is the meaning? Well, if you have people that are involved in the month-end closing process or the quarterly or the year-end closing process that usually don't work in Dynamics 365, and if they would track their activities in this closing workspace, so log in, update something, make a command, then this would result in really high costs. So if one wants to use this workspace for everything, then something outside of Dynamics 365 might be better. So what is an alternative? An alternative would be, of course, if this person that is only doing a small update in the period close workspace, if he tells a colleague to update his task or something, such a delegation can work, but it might result in other problems. So imagine if the delegate just updates something without checking whether something is really complete or not. This might just result in problems and errors. So this delegation is not really a solution. Then the second issue is the data availability for process mining. So actually in the period close workspace, you can export the data to Excel, prepare them and use them in Power Automate process mining, but you need to store the data additionally, prepare them, transfer to the process mining tool, and so on. So some additional work. And well, you can automate this process with Power Automate or data flows, but still it requires some additional work. So I asked myself, hey, don't we have something easier, something cheaper that helps companies? And the first thing I found is there's a new financial and closing workspace. So this one here, it is in the release wave 2 for 2024. There's some notes and the screenshot is available, which looks nice. But still, even if you get some insights, if you want to improve the process, you need to make use of process mining. So you need to know, where's my bottleneck? What do I need to change? Rather than getting an overview, a high-level overview like that. So the second alternative, and that's something I want to show you, is to build your own closing workspace with the Power Platform. And this is what I did. So I basically created a model-driven app. I have here in the middle all of my closing tasks. All of the columns basically are easy custom columns that I added into a table. And then you can see that you can even use the out-of-the-box BI tools to get insights of what's going on. Or you can create custom Power BI dashboards and integrate them here. So all of that is possible. Here I listed you some of the out-of-the-box features, something like auto-grouping on all available fields. So group by responsible person, group by area, group by company. All of this is possible on all fields, while in F&O there's a limitation on this. And if you want to extend it, you need some development. Also, you can filter. We have Excel integration, Excel online integration. the out-of-the-box Power BI integration is good. We have automatic flows, and of course, here on the right-hand side, you can see it. There's an auto Copilot integration available. And if you have the data in Dataverse already prepared, it's very, very easy to just run process mining on that. You do not need to change or modify something. Just say, okay, I want to run process mining on this table, and then up you go. And what this allows you doing is, if you compare, for example, different companies, you can see, hey, what is, for example, the mean duration for reconciling accounts? And you can see, hey, why is, for example, Germany faster than the US? Or if you look at another process between US and India, you might find out, hey, actually, to chase open customer invoices, India is faster than the US. So by doing this comparison, you can identify best practices in your company and help each other to make this process, this month-end or quarterly process, more smooth and efficient. So now let's have a quick look at what I built and how I built it, and then we come back here for a short closing. So let's quickly start here in the Power Apps section in the tables, where I created a new table for the period close. And what you see are basically some fields that you can also find in the Finance and Operations Workspace. I have here reporting dates, I have company, the area, tasks, and so on and so forth. Also, I have a hyperlink that opens the respective websites. And based on that, I basically just said, hey, create a Power App out of that. And the result was something like that, where you get the tasks here. So let me maybe put it into play mode and we can see better. So you get the tasks here. They are listed based on the period. So you can sort it. You can filter it as you want. You can group it. So for example, if you say I want to group it by the close, then you can do that. You can collapse the things. You can also group by what is completed, what is open, which gives you a faster insight of what needs to be done. And of course, you can chase people, sending them emails, forwarding them tasks, and so on. But also, if you're here, you can visualize this view, and this gives you an out-of-the-box Power BI report, which will show up here in a second, and gives you some insights that you can also find in the F&O period workspace. But the difference is here, you can adjust this one. And if you click on that, you see it's dynamic, and you always have all of the information that you need. Also here, if you do not like the out-of-the-box reports, you can build your own custom report. So here I just use tables. Well, I'm used to tables. So here, if you click a report, you will see it's fully dynamic. And you can then click on that. If you want, you can also add a navigation into Power BI. So all of that is possible and gives you all of the insights. And finally, once you have all of the information in your Dataverse table, by updating this, then you can run process mining. And here's what I got out of that. So you just link your table to process mining, say, hey, what is the start date, what is the activity, and what is the case. And then you get this kind of information out of it, and which can be shown here. You can analyze it here, but if you want to have a deeper analysis, you can also go here into the Power Automate Process Mining app, then filter it, drill down, analyze your data just the way you want and the way you need to do comparisons between companies, between areas, between people, and so on. And that's the big advantage that I see here with process mining. So as I said, here is the comparison, the process comparison, where you can compare India, Germany, and all of the other companies, whatever you have. So by doing that, you get insights of, hey, what's going on, what is a fast task, what is a slow task, what is the mean duration, so why is India, for example, faster than the US, and so on and so forth. Okay, that's it, what I wanted to show, and now let's go back to the PowerPoint for some closing remarks. So at the end, let's close with a short summary. So what are the points that I identified? So the advantages of the do-it-yourself Power Platform closing workspace or app is of course lower licensing cost. So if you're doing something similar to what I did, if you use a Dataverse table, then you need a Power Apps premium license, which costs you 20 per user per month according to this licensing guide, and compare this with the finance pricing, which is currently, as of the recording time, 180. But the price increase has been announced. And if you do not use Dataverse but use, for example, SharePoint, then you might even reduce this cost even further, because it might be included in your E3 or E5 license, depending on how your IT and your users are set up. So actually, there's a huge cost saving if you do it with the Power Platform. The other thing is, okay, you can do simplified process mining. It's there out of the box. You have the Copilot, you have Excel Online integration, Power BI integration, and of course Power Automate integration to automate things, and so on. So rather than trying to compress everything into your ERP system, think about alternatives such as the Power Platform to do something nicer, cheaper, more efficient, and more flexible, because the process might change over time, and then you're probably better off using the Power Platform. Okay, so that's what I wanted to share with you. As usual, thanks again for watching and listening, and then till next time.